What's up, everybody? It's Truth Tiger. I'm back again with another video, and I'm here to tell everybody today that narcissists worldwide are in for a big reckoning. A big reckoning is coming for narcissists worldwide, and they are absolutely terrified. They are shaking in their boots because they're being discovered. And a big reason why they're being discovered is because of YouTube videos like this, because of this stuff is being put out there to the world. It's being put out there to the collective, and they know that their tricks and their games and their BS and their manipulation and their abuse is getting exposed, and they know that they will not be able to gaslight their way out of this one. They know that who they are is going to be very strongly exposed, and I can tell because of desperate comments that they make on my videos. I can tell because they'll come into my videos in groups. Someone will make an abusive comment and then these other people will like it. And I can tell they are really in desperation mode. And the thing is, this narcissism has been going on for generations and generations and generations. It's been going on since Adam and Eve. But it's always kind of been it's been there, but it's always kind of been maybe contained or maybe not crazy out of control. And now we're at a point in our society where it's crazy out of control. It's everywhere. It seems like half the people you meet, if not two-thirds of the people you meet, are outright narcissists. When I look at the younger generation, I see so much narcissism and ego and just arrogance and manipulation and games, and you have all these narcissists running around with no supply. Who's going to give supply to them? Other narcissists? That's going to be a tough one. That's like a vampire sucking the blood of another vampire. That's going to make them sick. There's no good supply left for them. And what's happening is a lot of children are now refusing to talk to their parents. They're cutting their parents out. A lot of people are being blocked. A lot of numbers are being blocked. And a lot of people, such as myself, are unplugging from society completely because they realize that society is inherently a very narcissistic and manipulative power structure. And the things such as government and social services and religious movements and social movements and cultural movements have all essentially been hijacked by narcissists. And I'm not saying any of those things are inherently bad at all. It's just when you have narcissists running them and they're being used for manipulation, it's really not good. And the thing is, like, in the past, this stuff would be kept under wraps. In the past, the scapegoats would take it, but the abuse and the games and the manipulation and just it's become way, way too much for everybody. It's really become way too much. And people such as myself who've been victims of this are sick of it. We are sick of it. And we are fighting back against these narcs. And the first way we're fighting back is by starving them out of their supply, which they need so much. They need supply like anything. And they know, the narcissists know that their time is coming to an end and their time is short. They know that. And for a lot of these narcissists, they have passed the point of no return and they are not redeemable. You are abusive to your wife and kids or your husband and your kids for 10 years straight, 20 years straight, for a whole lifetime. You are not redeemable anymore. You have just done evil on top of evil on top of evil to your own people, to the people closest to you. And there have been lots of moments where God has really been on these people's hearts, being like, hey, it's time to not do this, it's time to change. I don't know. I believe in God. If you don't believe in God, you could think of it as something else. I don't know. I want this video to reach a lot of people. I'm just going to say God because we do have a God. God is real, whatever. But yeah, there's, for goodness and for truth and for justice, that's kind of hitting them mentally and in their heart, and they are ignoring that. And they are choosing to double down on the abuse and to double down on the gaslighting and to double down on the manipulation. And the victims of this are really having enough. And there's a lot of people that want this to be prosecuted and want to make this a criminal offense. I think that's kind of tough. If you can really have good evidence of it, yeah, you could. But unless they're, doing a physical beating or something like that, it'd be tough. But if you can have good evidence of emotional abuse, you might be able to get a lawsuit going against them or something like that. But I do think that, people are going to start to want to use the legal system to get these people in some real trouble, which is what they deserve. And again, I kind of have some mixed feelings on that because it's hard to say how you could exactly prosecute someone with that or how you could catch them doing it or whatever. But in some way or another, like a big pushback is coming against this. And it's like we used to think narcissists were cool and narcissism was cool and all this stuff. And now we're kind of switching to where we really hate it and despise it. And we want good, wholesome, authentic people, And that's really growing in society. And these narcs are realizing like they're not going to be able to get supply from anywhere or anyone. And they're realizing that like everyone's going to walk away from them and they're going to be left completely high and dry with no supply, And this is happening worldwide. This is a worldwide thing. I have people worldwide who watch my videos. There are people out there who have um, 100 times, 1,000 times more reach than me, who are reaching people worldwide too. This message is being spread worldwide. I mean, so take confidence in the fact that like a worldwide reckoning is coming against these narcissists, and it's not going to be people protesting in the streets or yelling or going crazy or anything like that. But on an individualistic level and in families, it's going to be scapegoats leaving the family, walking the family out, never talking to the parents again, and it's going to be very. It's just a lot of people are walking away, doing their own thing, and they are saying, no, I will not get my blood sucked by these narcissists anymore. And the evil and the manipulation of the narcissist is finally being exposed. And I really encourage people, like, tell your story, make a YouTube channel like I am, tell your story, put it out there. Like, we need more of these channels. We need more stuff coming out there, and it's gonna get like society's already getting weird, and like for these narcissists, like they're not going to have anywhere to turn. They're going to burn bridges everywhere, and like people like me are going, you're going to become a narcissistic, almost, I think of it as like a witch hunter or a vampire hunter, or you're going to become like a holy warrior against these narcissists, and you're going to expose them everywhere you go, and you're going to see it everywhere you go, and you're going to scoff at it, and when it comes close to you, you're going to say nope, and you're going to give massive rejection to the narcissists around you. And I'm telling everybody, this is happening worldwide. It is. And the narcissistic people who have a lot of power in society worldwide are kind of shaking in their boots, and even on low levels, people are shaking on their boots because you think about it. I have 370 subscribers right now, something like that. Hopefully, I'll get more. Hopefully, it'll be 3,000 pretty soon or whatever. But like, I'm just a small channel, and I'm already getting all these haters and people trying to twist things up and say I'm a narcissist and all this stuff. And I know that they are desperate, and I know that they are scared. They are terrified. Like a narcissist is terrified of us. Like they are a vampire and they are being dragged out into the daylight. And we're waiting there with garlic and a stake to drive into their heart. And there's tons of us worldwide and we're just there waiting, and they're like, oh, what do I do? There's nowhere for them to hide anymore. Their evil deeds are being exposed to the entire world, And guess what? The matrix and the systems of society, whatever you want to call it, is not going to cover for them anymore. It's not. It's not going to cover for them anymore. It's going to say, well, you guys were idiots. You got exposed. So you're going to have to deal with it, And like these people, they're not going to be able to find jobs. They're not going to have any family. they're going to really be left alone to rot in their own misery, and they will rot in their own misery big time, because they're all out of options, and maybe some of them are redeemable and can seek out God. And for those that are, like, I hope so. And I've even seen some channels of former narcissists or people who are trying to not be narcissists anymore, trying to give advice and trying to help people out of it and trying to shine a light on it. And if you're that kind of person and you're really trying to turn that around in a way to help people, like, good on you. That's almost a great thing to do. But I mean, that really is the 1% of the 1%. Most of these people are not trying to seek redemption. And like, as I've talked about in a lot of videos, it's like you were abusive to your own family for 20 years straight. There's no redemption at that point. At that point, it's like you've crossed that line. You have been swept away by the tide, and you're going to go to hell. And look, guys, I'm a spiritual channel. I take this from a spiritual approach. So I talk about God, I talk about hell, I talk about heaven, and like, these narcissists are going to burn. They are going to burn in hell for all eternity. And like, look, a lot of them are not redeemable people, and they know that, and yeah, so like, this is the truth is getting out, the message is getting out, people know, the world knows, everybody's hip to it now, and it's going to be a worldwide reckoning, and things are going to get interesting in the world. We'll see how the narcs move and what they do, but yeah, there's a big, big, big worldwide reckoning coming for these narcissists, on a world scale, from everywhere, from America to Africa to India to China to South America to freaking Greenland to Antarctica to Europe to wherever. It doesn't matter. Everywhere in the world, people are picking up on this information, and they are saying, hey, my narcissistic dad or mom, nope, I am not dealing with it. I have self esteem. I am going to stand up to it. I am not going to allow that evil in my life. So, yeah, everybody, I hope this message finds you well. Big worldwide reckoning coming for the narcs. And yeah, their day of judgment is coming. So, yep, enjoy your day, everybody.